This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. So yes, I think you can tell what's going to happen now. I've got a box cutter in my hand, and there's a box here, and there's a guitar in it. One thing I'll tell you is, ignore that word, it's not a Fender. I'll tell you all about the guitar that's in this box once we've got it out of the box.
Go on, lad, way ahead.
Yes, as you can see, it's a Pacifica, or it used to be. You know, it no longer says Yamaha or Pacifica on the headstock. It's a heavily modded guitar that has been sent to me by a very generous chap called Steve. He contacted me a little while ago and said that he'd just finished this project and it was, you know, kind of surplus to requirements. Would I like to take delivery of the guitar in order to do a couple of videos with it and pass it on to Zoe's place? So of course I said yes. If you're not sure what Zoe's place is, it's a charity in Middlesbrough, you know, the kind of town near here, where basically they provide palliative respite and end-of-life care to very ill young children, and they can end up taking this guitar and using it as a raffle prize or auctioning it off or whatever they want to do with it in order to raise funds. So yeah, it's a modded Yamaha Pacifica, and if ever there was a guitar that was you know, a great modding platform, it's this. Let's start down at the bridge and see what we've got going on. First up, we've got a Wilkinson bridge with a nice big chunky steel block there. This is all sounding rather familiar to me. I did a project like this myself a few years ago, you might recall. And yeah, putting that Wilkinson bridge in, it did have an effect on the tone. It was just a beefier sound somehow. I'm not going to say it added to the sustain, but it just made it a more ballsy sound. And it's a great mod to do on any Strat style guitar. No brainer really. About 30 quid these bridges. Then we've got a pair of Vanson pickups, humbucker. Not sure which humbucker it is, because Steve didn't tell me, and obviously a P90 in the neck position. Obviously new electrics and scratch plate, and a set of Vanson tuners, non-locking. They're not locking tuners, you know, they're just standard regular Vanson tuners. There's actually nothing wrong with the standard Yamaha Pacifica tuners. They've got a 14:1 ratio, which isn't bad, but these feel a little bit more high geared, got a little bit more, you know, accuracy when it gets to comes to getting the guitar in tune. Obviously we've got a roller string tree here as well, so a great little project. You know, the guitar plays absolutely beautifully. Of course it is, it's a Pacifica, you know, they're great guitars. And in terms of the sounds, I'm plugged into the Sonicake Twiggy Blues at the moment, and that's going into the laptop, which is over there that you can't see. I have to do it that way when I'm kind of playing and talking at the same time, because the camera software and you know, my audio interface don't get along with each other very well, so I've got to kind of record it into another PC. But there'll be a you know, a more comprehensive test with you know, some proper tones at a later date. But just going through the Twiggy Blues, I've got it dialed in for a fairly crunchy setting, and just kind of backing the guitar's volume off, and a nice clean humbucker tone. Let's go for the middle position, the humbucker and the P90. Again, I'd happily use that as a clean tone. Neck position, this is where, you know, I really like the sound of a P90 in the neck position. It gives you that sort of neck single coil on steroids kind of sound. Yeah, I mean, you could easily imagine, you know, kind of turning up the wick a little bit and getting some good Texas blues with that. So let's just dial the volume up on the guitar a little bit more and see how that handles it. Yeah, again, exactly what you'd expect. It fattens up nicely and just gets a bit of fur around the edges. Let's go full throttle and back to the bridge humbucker. That's a really nice humbucker sound, it has to be said. It's a great sounding guitar. It cleans up beautifully from the volume control. Let's just dial the bridge back down to kind of a clean tone. See what I mean? You can go clean to dirty, you know. Who needs a drive pedal? I must admit, I do like a guitar. I've said many times that you can do that with. So yeah, that's the modded Yamaha Pacifica. I think this is a 112. It's this is the original finish, like a sort of a metallic blue. Is this what they would call Lake Placid blue? Goes nicely with this pearloid scratch plate. Just borderline beginning to start to look a little bit Liberace, but I think we're on the right side of that line. And dear me, even just through the twiggy blues, it sounds like a lovely guitar. And as I say, this will be going to Zoe's place, and they can, you know, do what they will with it in order to raise funds. And you know, this humbucker at the bridge and P90 at the neck combination is becoming quite a popular, you know, pickup configuration these days. You know, I did the same thing with the Pacifica that I modded a little while ago, and Yamaha do a factory version of this, which I've got a bit of gas for at the moment, I must admit. And even all the way up to something like the PRS, is it Vela guitar, which I know it isn't a kind of pucker P90 in the neck position. It's like the PRS version, or the PRS take on a P90. You know, so it's or those rebooted Shergold guitars, you know, the great 70s brand that have kind of reappeared in the last couple of years. They've got a lot of guitars that have this humbucker P90 combination. It's a great versatile, you know, classic rock, blues rock, country rock kind of pickup combination. So, you know, I am thinking about maybe pulling the trigger on the factory version of this guitar from Yamaha. I think it's the Pacifica 311. So there you go, folks. A Yamaha Pacifica that's been very kindly donated to Zoe's place. I'm going to do another video on this where you're going to hear the guitar in a mix with other instruments, so you can kind of see how it basically how it handles itself in a tune. But I have high hopes for it. So there you go. That's pretty much it for today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed me checking out this rather lovely guitar that's been very generously donated by Steve. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream tomorrow, Friday, 5 PM, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars and all manner of good stuff. Fantastic way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.